Yeah, so that was Dust from Moon, which, if you've played Hotline Miami 2, you know where that came from. It just popped up in my YouTube music, so. Welcome, everyone. Looney, Leperdic, hello. I just need to make sure that it's gonna capture properly. I forget. I think I have to put on... Yeah. Forgot this needs its own specific capture. Day 2. Didn't I do something right? Why is it not working? Oh, I think I need to type in game QBJ. Yeah, I needed to type in game. That's why it wasn't working. Anyway, yeah, this is Quake Brutalist Jam 2. I think it runs similarly to how the first one runs. Actually, I think it's exactly the same. Also, the one mapper whose name that I forgot that makes the really long maps didn't contribute to this one, so I don't think we're gonna have any extra long maps this time around. There are about 30. Which... type in maps. This is a list of all of them. There's actual music this time around, too. Hold on. How is that at 8? That one you can't see right off the bat. I guess I'll just keep it... I won't mess with those too much. However, I do remember... put this at... I think I had it at 120 last time. That prevented it from being choppy. But I kept vertical sync off. I do want a crosshair. I think the mouse sensitivity is fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing I did kind of forget about, is that your settings aren't shared between the different mods. Yeah, so hard difficulty unless I run into, like, something like last time where it's just memes. Then I would probably put it to normal. Actually, really good music. I don't know where this music actually came from, though. I'm hoping it's not DMCI. I'm assuming it's not. Guess we can get a... We can probably explore this hub area for a little bit. Does look really cool. This might be Nightmare. Hold on. Because it's red. I remember the last one, it led to the door. Or maybe not? No, I think this might actually be how you get to Nightmare or Brutal difficulty. Let's see, though. The only problem... only problem with this track is it doesn't really loop properly, it seems. Huh. Why is that down here? Is this like a secret fight or something? It actually is. Let me see if I can actually do this fight. I'm gonna give this a few tries before I reload. I wonder, maybe I can just do one side? I don't know, maybe there's, like, something to that. I don't even think that's affected by difficulty, so even if I were to choose a lower difficulty, I don't think it makes that fight any easier. Interesting secret, though. Despite the fact that it's not counted as a secret. Actually, I almost wonder, though. Like, does the monster count suddenly come up? I do feel like that fight is possible, but I'm gonna be on it for a very long time. Yeah, it counts as a secret. I don't think that fight's impossible, but I feel like it's very luck heavy. Because even if you try and, even if you try and not shoot them when they're right in your face like that because they explode, yeah, sometimes you can't keep track of the sheer amount of them thing. Dead Quake guy. Interesting. I think I might have found the dev room. This guy again. Thanks to Lunar and from yeah, this is a unique credits room. You can comper lots of technical help and support. Thanks to Marky, sound effects playtesting and feedback. Mazu for playtesting and feedback. Mazu was the one I was thinking of with the extra long level last time. I don't think they contributed a map this time, but I guess they did playtesting and feedback. Fairweather, playtesting and feedback. Heather Mason apparently makes Quake maps. Actually, stick flip. It looks like John Carmack, but it's actually H4724. The alien from Space Invaders. No, wait, that's the alien from Berserk. Thanks to BMFBR for building the MapVar framework. Anime Girl. All hail the God Chama. The towing for Lutzen Graffiti. Pitch black back here. There's nothing back here anyway. I think maybe that's where we go if we actually want to start playing the maps, but I want to explore this a little bit more. Yeah, that doesn't open. It would be funny if I was stuck back here. I don't think I am. Nope. I think I might have found everything. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if that fight that I found is kind of testing you to see if you can do brutal difficulty. They didn't do that for the last one, but they might do that for this one. The red makes me, that leads down there makes me think that's the case, because I remember the door for the first one, red. Again, excellent architecture for a video game, but I would not want to live here. Fuck it. FBI, open up! Good timing on that one. I don't know if that was ambient noise or if there was an enemy. I found the playground. Hold on. Can we actually use the playground? We can. I can't crouch though, so I can't go any further than that. On. You can't slide down very well, but you can slide down it. Can't turn this though. You know what this reminds me of more than anything is Hrot. It's Hrot's merry-go-round. Or carousel. That actually spun. You know what's funny? This is actually less... This is more fun feeling and less brutalist than your local McDonald's is at this point. Am I back to where... Yeah, I am. I think I've explored everywhere at this point. So it might be time to actually go in the structure. Actually, let me see. Is there... I think this probably... Yeah, it just leads back up. Alright, yeah. So I think I'm pretty much done looking at everything. You can go in from any angle. Why is there... Oh! It's just for the lift again, okay. So I wonder, I guess I'll work from the bottom up again. I almost wonder if maybe they actually mark them for you this time around. Because I know there's some Quake mods that actually do that. The first one didn't. So I had to keep track of it myself. But we'll see. I guess we'll start with this one then. I'll do all the ones in the bottom, and then I'll do all the ones in the second row, and then do those remaining ones in the third row. So this is Blood Vapor. Well, we saw it earlier, I forgot to introduce it, but too late. Already pretty colorful. We also have more music. That's where I started. Can't go in there, so I guess this is the first place that I go to. Was trying to jump out. Why does this sound like the intro to Zelda 2? All of a sudden. I wonder, actually. Nope, nothing. It says there's no secrets. Still doesn't hurt to look. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like a secret or something. Okay, so I hit this. I don't know what that did, though. Maybe something new opened in here? No, not from the looks of it. Oh, hey, Jack. Funny, I'm just copying this into the Quake folder now. Nice. Oh, maybe... I think it was listed opened. Okay, that's glass. Good news is I kept this. Oh, that must... I think it opened this. Whoa! What is going on here? What? I don't know where the slime thing went. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. Wait, what did that say? The elimination of choice can be a kind of freedom. I mean, if you look at it that way. Thank God you only lose like 5 health. Might have just needed to take the elevator down, but oh well. You know, in a weird sort of way, I think, like, partially the reason why I've been in more of a Quake mood might have actually been because of Brazilian Drug Dealer 3. It was also because of Brutalist Jam 3, which I'll definitely be getting to. Probably not for another month or so. But yeah, Brazilian Drug Dealer 3 is basically Quake, maybe with a few unique weapons. But it's basically Quake on a fever dream. And that's why I'm so perplexed by it. I don't know if I enjoyed it. Still to this day, I'm questioning if I actually enjoyed it or not. I didn't hate it, but I'm questioning if I actually enjoyed it or not. Because I'm still amazed that despite the fact that it just looks like clown vomit half the time, that the level design was surprisingly still coherent, at least most of the time. Jump into the grinder. I like that it turned into a smiley face. What's the grinder? Where is grinder? I guess it's back the way I came. This the grinder? I don't think this is the grinder. Maybe it is the grinder. Yeah, I don't know if this is said grinder. Also, YouTube cap chat is acting very weird. Once again. I don't know if this is a secret or... I mean, there's no secrets on the level. Oh, nice. Okay, well, at least I know where to go. Never mind, I don't even have to go all the way back. They thought ahead. Good map design, actually. Very well. It's already been very good map design, but oh, that's the pad. Exit. Oh yeah. So it does keep track this time. It turns black when you've actually finished it. That was Blood Vapor by Magnet Box. This one here is The Cut by Amper Z Braden League. Uh-oh. Interesting when we start with this. Only 30 enemies. And one secret. It sounds like Half-Life music. I had to be sure there was nothing in there. I also wanted to be sure that I could get out. Oh, hey, he gave me the shotgun. Just wanted to be 100% sure there wasn't anything down there. This looks cool. I think this is... Every enemy in the level is located here, and I'm almost dead. I was stuck. That really was all the ammo I had for that. 10 enemies left. Yeah, what's even weirder, this level design reminds me a lot of Herat. Well, Herat, by its very nature, is kind of a brutalist vibe. It is Slav, after all. I think, well, I don't know if Slav is inherently associated with brutalism, but... Well, it was also, like... Soviet Union era as well. Found the one secret in the level. That is a good game, by the way. I played that a few years ago. If you're looking for something Quake-like that isn't inherently Quake, I think it's actually running on Unity. But it looks very much like, it's basically Slav Quake. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's probably about as long as the first Quake is. Maybe actually a little shorter than that. In fact, let me check real quick. Brought on sale right now. Because there were a lot of sales going on. It is on sale. It's actually only, it's originally $20. Right now it's $8. I actually think it's kind of not talked about enough. I think it's actually kind of a hidden gem. This looks cool. Almost looks like Star Wars. I don't know. Oh. That was a little surprising, actually. I'm surprised I saw him. Okay, this is really cool. It's kind of like vertigo-inducing. Like, wow, this is another thing where I would love to just walk around this and just look at it in VR.
The self-destruct sequence has
been
Neil. Activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. I'm still at the start of, well, relatively at the start. This is the second map of Quake Brutalist Jam 2. I played the first one in its entirety a little while back. Again, welcome Neil, welcome Luox. This is only my second Sparway, four-way, three-way, four-way, I don't know what the term for that is. This is only the second, oh shit. This is only the second time, I've been doing Quake modding. Or playing Quake mods, anyway. Oh god. Technically, I never finished all of the Quake remaster yet. I played the first Quake a few years back, then I replayed it when the remaster came out. I played the 2 expansion packs. I didn't finish Dissolution of Eternity on the remaster, but I did finish that. That was a good map, too. The void part at the end is probably the best part. We've been talking about the latest Brutalist jam, but what came before was excellent looking as well. I was thinking of just doing the 3rd one when I heard about this. And then I thought, you know what? I think I want to check out all the maps. I was originally going to do just three because I know some of the maps from this and the first one were remade in the 3rd one. And as a result, there's like 70 maps in the 3rd one. But I still kind of wanted to see a lot of the maps in their original form at least. And plus, there's probably some that didn't carry over, of course, so I wanted to check them all out. Plus the Brutalist architecture, like I would have missed like these hub areas from the first 2. Which are cool in their own right. Crazy, and some of those Brutalist Jam 3 maps are long. Yeah, I think that one person's name was Mazu, tends to make incredibly long maps. I would not be surprised if they made at least one map for the 3rd one. They didn't make any for this one. But yeah, they tend to make very long maps. Thankfully, that one in the first one was coherent enough where I didn't really get lost too much, but you are kind of taking a risk making a very long map in a game like this that doesn't have an auto map. His map is on the upper floor. There's a hidden one? Hold on. I thought he didn't actually make one this time around. Because he wasn't credited as, or they weren't credited as making a map. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he did make one. There it is. Okay, so, yeah, I guess we're gonna dedicate an entire stream to just doing that one. Because I had to do that last time. So I'll probably save Mazu's map for last again. No complaints. Like I said, that map in the first one, again, surprisingly pretty easy to get through. I got an error? That's weird. Did you load it up right? Because I forgot you had to enter, like, game and then UBJ2 to get this to run. You have to also make sure it's in the right folder, but pretty much if you follow their instructions, especially if you have to set up Iron Whale, it's actually very simple. So this one's Site Z374 by Zetabyte. Oh hey, speaking of Herat. This reminds me of this pretty heavily. Of that pretty heavily. Secret, but not secret. Brutalist Jam 3 started with a music track that wouldn't load, then it did some keyboard error. Oh, that's the third one. I haven't gotten to that yet, but it was fine for me, though, when I tested it. I found some cells. I didn't find the weapon that it goes to, though. I think he actually remade a Herat level. Oh, really? I don't know if I'm gonna remember it though, because I haven't played that game in a hot minute. In fact, yeah, when was the last time I booted up Herat? May 27th, 2023. Yeah, it's been almost 3 years. This is the one? Yeah, so I definitely don't remember. Surprisingly, it's more colorful than Herat was. Or how I would get this. Oh, I forgot to get the nails. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, though. Well, when I first entered the level, I even said, this reminds me of Herat. Would be interesting if this is actually music from Herat, too. I don't remember that either. It has been a while. I tend to remember things better if I play them multiple times. I only did like a single playthrough of it. I already played it on the not the hardest difficulty. But whatever the equivalent of hard difficulty is for Quake, I think I played that same difficulty for that. So not Nightmare. The only thing I can recommend to get the third one to work is just make sure you followed every single instruction they gave you. Is it true, the third one, you don't even need Quake to run it, like a total conversion? No, I think you need to set it up just like these. But hold on, let me check the website. Purchase and download Quake. Well, yeah, you still need Quake and the Iron Well source port. Oh, no, wait, yeah. One's the mod, the other's a standalone. I think I set it up to run as a mod, though. You're actually right, you don't even need Quake to run it. Not sure about the Iron Well. You probably... maybe I ran into the same problem, and I think that's why I ran it as a mod. Hang on, though. It's probably not a good idea to mess with something, but I'm gonna save this. I'll do a hard save, too, just in case. But, I'm gonna see something. I don't know if I can do it from here. Yeah, I have it set up as a mod. Yeah, so see, I can already actually get into Brutalist Jam 3. So I don't know which one you downloaded, if you did the standalone, but I've gotten the third one to run as a mod. I get the title screen just fine, but when I try and start a game, it gives me that key error. Yeah, I would say if you can't get it to run that way, then I don't know how you're trying to run it as a mod or as a standalone game. But if the one's not working, then I would probably just suggest trying it the other way. It's really the same experience as far as I'm aware. I think it's just, I guess if you don't have Quake on hand and you still want to play the third Brutalist jam, you can just do it that way. Okay. Let's see if I can grab this. Easier than I thought it would be. This is a long ass map. I just I just saw the monster count. 369. Nice. Yeah, 369. Nice. I thought you were gonna... I think technically I can do that. Because you land safely. I was like taking the stairs because I was seeing if like maybe there was something on them I can't see, but... Why does this music actually sounds familiar, this part of it in particular. I feel like I've heard this track before. I don't know if it was from the first Brutalist jam or... Maybe this track really was lifted from Herat. Because I swear this sounds familiar. Could have... It might be from Dusk. It actually feels a little bit like it's from Dusk. But I don't know. But I swear I've heard this background track before. Good. I needed that. Either. Yeah, he was just chilling, waiting for his time to strike. I didn't hear anything. Nothing coherent on that. Data entry. Wait, what? Not an evacuation notice today, but... What? Going to head down to the command post to see what's up. Hang on. They didn't explain why we're being evacuated. Oh, it was probably from that. All right. I didn't realize that's how you triggered it. Oof. Another ranger. Yeah, at least you can read it through the console. Oh, I didn't. A dummy. I didn't press that. For no particular reason whatsoever, I just suddenly have the urge to play Dusk again. I just talked about it. I still haven't played it since they updated it with the new textures. You haven't played it at all? I mean, I highly recommend it. That's part of the reason why I stuck with boomer shooters for so long. I think I started playing Doom before, or started streaming Doom before I ever played Dusk. But, that really, like, kicked off all of the different indie shooters that have been coming out in recent years, so that's like a staple. I would say that, and it kind of sucks too, because I actually think at this point, Dusk Dev, I think he's probably more known for Faith and especially Iron Lung at this point than probably Dusk. Had to get the Iron Wealth. All right. David's, yeah, I don't know why his name slipped my mind. Yeah, especially with the Iron Lung movie coming out, which is funny how much that seems to be triggering Hollywood at the moment. It's like one of the few times that IGN did not give an instantly good score, and it is kind of telling. I think I would have to play the game first to appreciate the movie better. Properly got under my skin. I do want to play that. I did hear from some people though that they didn't enjoy the gameplay, but they enjoyed what the mood that it was trying to convey. Like I think Charlie in West Critical, I think he mentioned that. And then when they watched the movie, they actually appreciated it more as a result, because they didn't have to play the game, they could just appreciate the story. I don't know, I would probably, I don't really, because I think you're just pretty much in like a sub the whole time, because I know a little bit about the story. But I should play it one of these days. I haven't even played Faith. Dusk is pretty much I think is the only game. No, New Blood made a Medieval, but that wasn't David Zemansky. I think Dusk is the only game of his that I've actually played. It's only about an hour or two long. Yeah, maybe I should do that for Halloween. Play it in October or something like that. We have plenty to go. Hold on. I had a feeling I wouldn't have been able to jump. There we go. Well, I just want to make sure this text isn't important. Oh no, it's not. All text that I already knew about. Now it goes on Do Not Disturb. Oh wait, I think I know how to get over there now. To get the... I know you're technically not supposed to be looking at this. It still looks cool though. Can't get any more brutal than this. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I think my brain turned off for a second. Where do I go now? Maybe I wasn't supposed to come back up here. I have another silver key. I mean, I do come back up here eventually because the gold key card's there. I mean, it was at least good that I came back up because I figured out how to... get those few secrets. Now I just need to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go next. I wouldn't be surprised if the door was right in front of me and I just did not notice, because that tends to happen. I will be more quick to blame myself for being dumb than the game not directing me. Holy Jesus, I was 100% right. Was literally right in front of me and I just passed right by it. Okay, we can save that for later. I'll pick up these health. I can't get up there from down here, so there's no point in climbing. The Flash's lair. An alternate universe where he causes the apocalypse by running way too fast. And now I just came up with a new DC series. Anyway, I'm off to bed for now. Okay, Neil. Again, thank you for the raid. I hope you have a good night. Okay, need another silver key. I think they all exploded. that was not a good idea trying to get past him like that. Fortunately, there's some health here. Plenty of ammo here. Even with the longer levels, although I know Mazu actually did contribute to this, I still think I can get this done before Resident Evil Requiem. I can't even play it on the day that it releases because it's on a Thursday. I won't be getting to Requiem until that Friday. Looking forward to that, though. It not only looks like a good game, it looks like a good Resident Evil game. That being said, though, it has a first-person mode and a third-person mode. I think I'm just gonna play it in third-person because I've seen the gameplay, some gameplay of it. It looks like it was designed with third-person in mind. Because, like, the QuickTime stuff, they're not QuickTime events. But, like, to do, like, melee works a lot like, you know, Resident Evil 4 did. And whenever you go into, like, those melee strikes, it goes into third person if you're in first person, so I feel like they can get a little jarring after a little while, so I think I'm just gonna play them both in third person. Grace's part might be pretty cool in first person, but because if it's one thing I remember, Resident Evil Village was designed with first person in mind, but they added a third person mode when the DLC wasn't third person, since you weren't playing Ethan. And really, the first person game, or the third person gameplay in that game doesn't really add much to the experience. Somehow the creatures have escaped. You know what? We'll read this in the... We'll read this here. Because it goes way too fast. Somehow the creatures have escaped their containment, currently trying to figure out how this happened. In the meantime, I have pushed out a notice to evacuate the facility and lock all the doors. After the initial wave, nobody will be allowed in or out of the facility. Can't trust anyone once the facility's been overrun. And not that I think the first-person gameplay in the new Resident Evil will be bad. It'll just be too jarring when it has to go into third person for the melee moves, so... I'm probably just gonna play the whole game in third person. I know the Resident Evil devs said they originally intended for the game to be... the series to be first person. But did third person fix camera because they didn't like how the technology wasn't there at the time in like the PS1 era to give it a proper experience. Which is also funny that they said that too, because they have I don't think it was Capcom itself, it might have been like another team, but Resident Evil Survivor was a first-person game on the PS1. So they did technically still do a first-person game. It's not... It has charm to it, but that was not a very... I wouldn't necessarily say that was the best, entry in the Resident Evil series. There's something down there. I'm gonna try and get it. I didn't see that last time. I don't know if I want to pick that up yet. I thought that exploded. Oh God. That scared the shit out of me. I didn't mean to pick up those shells, but too late. The fuck? Very immersive. I'm just, I'm enjoying the vibe on this one. The fuck was that? That's just a light. I just wanted to see if that wasn't like a secret or something like that. I'm only missing 3. That's a rocket launcher. I just saved. They're having a bit of trouble trying to get out of the door. Oh. Too late for that. I guess that could have been a plan B if I had a harder time with this part. I also kind of want to go back for that armor. The most famous, hey Deepo, the most famous Quake trope, the quad after the arena fight. True for Doom as well when it comes to the invulnerability sphere. More often than not, I tend to find the damn secret for it whenever, after I'm done with a certain fight. Yeah, let's see, where was that? Alright, right there. I might be able to get some use out of it right now. Come on, please. More enemies, please. Can I fight more enemies, please? Never mind. I probably needed to pick that up as well. Oh well. Too late. Well, the good news is I'm actually coming into this fight fairly strong already. I can save those for one thing and start to get dicey. Ah, this fight? Don't say that. I gotta be here for a while, aren't I? Yeah, they kind of need to die. Oh god, they do really need to die faster than this. Oh god. I think we're good. No, we're not. One more to go, probably a shambler. That one, wait, one more to go. Where are they though? I'm hearing them. I'm hearing something teleport. Game? Are we okay? I keep hearing something teleport. Oh. There we go. I think he got stuck somewhere. Back to the surface. We still got quite a few enemies left to kill, though. Another ranger. Thank God that I went back for this, because it was not in here. This fight would have been a lot harder if I didn't have the lightning gun. I don't need to get that, that's just gonna give me 100. Oh, but they did have... respawning health, though. And they were actually quite forgiving here. You know what? I should probably take a break now. I know it's almost done, but also I got started late. So I do want to run some ads so I can disable pre-rolls for new people. So I will be right back. And we'll put the radio on. And be right back. Only 3 minutes. Exactly 3 minutes. And we are back. Okay, I just had to get a sense of where I was, so I knew not to, like, turn around and, go back the way I came. Pick up some of the remaining ammo that might be here. I can't pick up any more of that. Smoke them while you got them. Oh! I didn't even see that up there. Hi. Oh, yeah, please. Infight. It would be amusing. Wait, did they kill him? They killed him. No, they didn't kill him. That was an earlier one. I don't think we got any more nails. Wait, we might have some nails. Of the 9-inch variety. Yep. Please no more blues. I cannot remember the official name of those slimes, but I just call them slimes. Yes, please infight. Just see them go back and forth. Ah! Just see them go back and forth. You're like watching Scooby-Doo. Oh god, another one. Running out of nails. Actually, I think there might be more down here. Spawns. It's the easiest name to remember. I have a metal. I can't even speak today. I have a mental block on their name. Oh yeah, gold key. That's why they want me to go to the surface. I didn't make that connection in my head until now. Okay, now would be a good time to pick that up. I think this just leads up. Yeah, it just leads up there. I went up here, right? Because because they're dead. I did everything there was to do up there. Except get those nails, which is a good idea to get now. Fuck, there's another one up there. Those are large boxes. I don't know how much they give. That one, Death Knight just went all the way up there to chill with his homies. Not even his homies, he just wanted a new set of homies. The only reason why I know that that's a Death Knight, and why I don't forget, well, for one, they were my favorite unit in Warcraft 2, but, also, he was also my favorite character to play as this Quake champion for the 30 hours that Quake Champions. I forgot the S before I stopped playing that. Again, if I were ever to go back to a hero shooter, that would probably be the one I'd go to, because it's still an arena shooter at the end of the day. It's just that it's not really team-based. Or... no, I mean, well, team-based isn't the only thing that you can do. I guess Overwatch is the same, but... I don't know. I actually... even though I didn't put as much time in the Quake Champions as I did Overwatch, I think Quake Champions is better. Likely a hot take. I like the characters better is why, not just the Ranger and like Doomslayer cameos. I mean, like a lot of their original characters too, I feel like are just, they're more interesting to me than the Overwatch characters were. I'm probably in the minority there. Quake Champions is the 5th best Quake. I haven't played Quake 4. I haven't played Quake 3 Arena 2. I'm not sure if I get the same experience out of it as I would as somebody back then. Because that's more multiplayer focused. I do have to play Quake 4 one of these days. I at least played Quake 2 last year. Ah, hi. Quake 2 and 4 are basically dead when it comes to multiplayer. Does the Night Dive... I think the Night Dive version does have multiplayer, doesn't it? Quake 3 lives on in Quake Live. Oh yeah, I actually kind of forgot about that. Quake Live actually still does have a bit of a community. Quake 1 is still quite active. It's funny how Quake 1 seems to be more active than Quake 2 is. I actually thought Quake 2 would, especially with the Night Dive remaster. You would think Quake 2 would have a more lively, multiplayer scene. 4 is understandable because that hasn't gotten a remaster yet. I'm not sure how they would do a remaster of 3, considering I don't even know if 3 has an actual story. I'm pretty sure it was just the multiplayer, but I could be wrong because I never played it. The earliest deathmatch scene that I played on PC, I think, was actually Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. And I played that in college on shitty college internet. Like back in the late 2000s. So I wasn't even playing it serious. And when I wasn't doing like the regular like arena maps, I was doing like the puzzle maps or like the co-op maps or things like that. I don't think the multiplayer scene cares too much about remasters because they will turn down all the textures anyway. Yep. Gotta get the as high of an FPS as possible. I'm usually very casual when it comes to, like, the multiplayer scene, though, so I usually don't spend that much time in it. I think I had more time in Half-Life 2 Deathmatch than what it says on my Steam profile, because, that was before they were actually keeping track of your time played. So I think it's like 50-ish hours, so I think that was actually a lot more than that. I played TF2 a lot, but that was obviously after. I'm trying to think. No, you know what? The earliest instance of multiplayer that I played was actually Warcraft 2. I used to play that online a lot. Even though I am, like, dirt. I am, like, complete fucking dirt at RTS games. I'm more dirt than Joe Dirt. CL pick map 0. Or pick mip. Is that a... I feel terrible being ignorant of that. That kind of sounds like... With that, it looks like this. Oh. Oh, okay. So that's a turn the textures like super low. It looks like the Nerf game. The Nerf game that was built on the Quake 3 engine. That had a surprisingly active community for like a decent amount of time. I think it might still actually have a community. Oh, this is the end of the level. That's a really good level. Like, fun, challenging, but not ball-bustingly brutal. That's just a good fucking level. Hold on. Yeah, that was just a very, not, vibey is not the right word. Vibey would be more like liminal. That was just a good, straightforward, linear map. Linearities, or, being linear is actually not bad at all, especially if you have good level design like that. Then we could do another one of his maps. This is right in the next one. We could do these out of order since this one keeps track of things, but I like being organized. This one looks even cooler. This is Foggy. Brutalist, Silent Hill. Actually, no, you know what this reminds me of is Control a little bit. I think Control had areas like this. And I only bring that up since someone literally made a map from Control in the last one. Well, very Control inspired anyway. This here later became part of an episode he made, also called An Old Space. Nice. I'm gonna look up there first before I go through that. I saw the ammo too. I'm definitely going down there at some point. Okay, so we need 2 keys. No music on this map. Only 47 enemies on this one, too. Yeah, it makes sense that there's no music in the void. God damn it. I love it how I made it the first time and now I don't know how to get it, except on the third try. Okay. I don't know if I can... Probably not the way to do that. Yeah, this is probably a way to do it. God damn it, my momentum. I guess I could jump. Yeah, earliest hints of, like, dying in, like, the most hilarious ways imaginable. It's still not quite up there with Half-Life, for some reason. You see hints of it in this. But you see it even more in Gold Source. Where, like, a lot of your deaths just end up being unintentionally hilarious. And I don't know why. I think it's just the way that it's, like, conveyed when you, like, drop dead. It's actually kind of true in Doom as well. But, like, you see it more here, and then you see it even more in Half-Life. I think I did everything here. Yeah, I almost do feel like this... Unless it's just coincidental. It almost does feel like a nod of control. Oh. I want that. Probably not coming back here anyway, so I do want that. I love that whoosh. And you go through a slip gate. You hear it so often in other games. It honestly sounds kind of out of place in a game like this, but back then I don't think anybody even thought anything of it. They probably just didn't know what to use and didn't know how to create one of their own, so they just used the public domain sounding one. It's like, does this sound like you're going through a void gate? Yep. Just use it. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that was an easier gap than I thought. That being said, though, I don't think I can get that from here. I think I have to get it from there. The fact that that didn't hit me is a miracle. See, armor. Can I get that from here? I feel like that's gap is too big. Yeah, that gap is way too big, I think. Unless maybe this going up might push me in the air higher, because I think it kind of did that earlier. I don't think it's going up fast enough to have that momentum. Almost feels like you can hit that. I'm actually so close. I think you can make that. Too early. I think you can make that. No, you can't make it. If you can, it's by like a pixel. You probably can make that, but again, it's probably by a pixel. I'm not sure. It probably is worth it, but it's an air-controlled jump from the other side. Oh, I could have gotten it then, because I know how to do that. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. I'm going back and trying it. I didn't think of that actually. I've done jumps like that before. Yeah, I almost got it that time. I really want this. Almost. I need to put this on my soundboard, but... I have to do it again. I think anyway. Hold on. I did just save. Okay, yeah, you have to... Fuck it. Did it again. I don't care if I have 30 health, that was a personal accomplishment. Okay, I have no idea. It says platform has a oh, platform's right here. Alright. I wonder what the last secret was. There's I killed every enemy, so there's probably nothing else. Yep. Yeah, I still feel accomplished, even though technically I didn't need that armor. That was like a personal achievement. Yeah, I have a half hour left. I thought that said Elementary My Dick Ranger. I have no idea why that went through my head at first. But it's Elementary My Dear Ranger by Andy Kraft. Is the next one. Well, that's bright. I'll probably get this done in a half hour. Very synth-wavy music we got going here. I can dig it. Wait, where it is? Oh, there it is. I'm I'm kind of thinking I'll figure out a way. I don't know why I just suddenly have the urge to play Dusk. I'll see if I can fit it at some point. I want to play some indie shooters that I bought that I just haven't gotten to yet as well this year. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do. Elevator's locked, alright. So much time, so little to do. Speaking of Alice. That's another thing I want to do. I want to do a highest difficulty run of Alice Madness Returns. What shooters did you pick up? Well, someone gifted me Captain Wayne. Alright, just like on Steam alone, I have like a whole list. I actually have it. I have like a category for like stream. Okay, here's everything that I would want to do maybe at some point. 77p Egg Wife, Anomalous, Blood West. I've already streamed Brazilian Drug Dealer 3. I can take that out. Captain Wayne, Vacation Desperation, Chop Goblins. All three marathon, classic marathon games. Although I'm not sure about them. Coven, Darkenstein 3D. Dead Trash, DOS Man, Space Aliens in Space. Fallen Aces is gonna have another chapter soon. Flash of the Blade Hex, Hands of Necromancy. I have a whole bunch of DOS Man games on this list too, and they take like a half hour to beat. I might revisit Hadan at some point because I hadn't played it since the Bloodright update. Wouldn't mind replaying Heretic and Hexen again since the Night Dive remaster. Hexen 2, that might take some voodoo magic to get running again. Incision. All at Mad Jack, I'm not so sure about streaming that one, but it's still on the list. Neckbreak. I think used to be called Project Downfall. Night Jackal Blood Debt. I think that's another DOS Man game. Perilous Warp, Project Absentia, Project Warlock 2, which I streamed when it was in early access. I want to do the whole game because I haven't yet. Quartermain and the Cults of Cthulhu. I think that's another DOS Man game. Reaper is a DOS Man game, I'm pretty sure. Wrecker Sunken Land. When Relentless Frontier gets another update, I'll play that again. Reverend, another DOS Man game. I already streamed Saccharine. Satan, that's another DOS Man game. Shrine 2. Scarab, I think, is DOS Man. Sprawl. Spray and Pray. Super Buff HD. Suppless. Vomitorium. I already streamed Zorch. So yeah, those are the list of potential games that I could stream in the future. I think Perilous Warp is a remaster. Or it's like an older game that they just released on Steam. Or re-released. And then there's ones on GOG, but I don't think I have GOG open at the moment. I did stream a little bit of, fuck. Now I gotta go through this list. Sorry, it's gonna bother me if I don't. I don't have a list as up and ready as, Steam, though. There was one game that I played for one day, and then I, didn't again, but I still liked it. Dread Templar. I streamed that for one day, and I just kind of... other stuff got in the way of that. I have, like, a shit ton of free games on GOG. I wouldn't mind streaming Fear. I did stream the first Fear, but I have Fear 2. Both Project Origin and Reborn I have on GOG. I have it on Steam, but I don't have Reborn on Steam. I have a ton of stuff on GOG. Jazz Jackrabbit's okay. I probably would have liked that more if I played it back in the day. That's not a boomer shooter, but that is a classic game. Oh yeah, Postal Brain Damage DLC, I want to play at some point. I think Proteus was supposed to get another update, and it's been a while. There's the Serious Sam games as well I could stream. Star Wars Republic Commando is a first-person shooter. If we wanted to do Star Wars. I'll keep that in mind when May comes around, because I wanted to do that for May the 4th be with you. I have Turok 2, and I could do Turok 3. I don't know Turok 3 yet. Sounds like a solid list. Love games like that. I could also do some Wolfenstein mods at some point, too. I have Wrath Aeon of Ruin, which I feel like I thought it was okay when I played it. But, I wasn't too thrilled about that. I think there's probably some more here that don't grip me as a first-person shooter outright. I think maybe Turbo Overkill I could get back to at one point. I stopped playing it because I ran into a game-breaking bug. They might have fixed that since, because that was a few years ago. I remember when Fear came out, they had a 25k Euro tournament on ESL. No one was interested, so I finished 4th out of 5th and got 1,000 euros. Nice. I've never, like, legit been in a tournament. I never even really tried. There's been a few times where I was thinking about it, decided against it, because I'm lazy. Definitely not back in the day, though. That would have been cool to do something back in the day. The closest I probably would have done one back in the day was, would probably be the Pokemon trading card game, because I was into that as a kid. Haven't been into that since. I guess Magic the Gathering, too, but... This is gonna be fun. Because I didn't realize these don't come back up. There we go. Yeah, so I got tons of I would have no drought in content at all. There's also Half-Life mods I could do, Half-Life 2 mods I could do. I just started on Quake. There's a ton of Quake mods I could do. Still a ton of Doom mods I could do. So it's not a matter of a lack of content, it's a matter of indecisiveness. I think probably this way. I didn't go yet. Oh yeah, right. I guess we have to find the means to unlock the elevator. Found one key. I think. Well, maybe the door will be revealed after I get the second one. Or whatever I use these keys on. Oh. Mainly to get him down a little bit faster. Man, he was juking like crazy. Holy hell. I'm gonna pick this up just in case. 'Cause I don't know if I'm coming back here is the thing. Nope, I can't go back through the gate. I wonder. Nope, doesn't work. I thought if you would electrify the water, it would kill them. I didn't remember if that was an actual thing or not. Where do I go from here? Oh, down here. Elevator unlocked. I had a feeling I had to kill them. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Nice presentation on the elevator. It's all the enemies. Oh, that dog is sliding. Oh, and I think that's the end of the level, too. Yeah, much shorter than the other one was. Draku's map. Now, the only reason why that name is significant, I don't know if... I think Draku typically tends to stream when I'm asleep, but sometimes I catch portions of a stream. I don't know if he's been streaming lately. He probably has, and I just don't see him on my my list. But I know, but yeah, I'm very familiar with him. He actually streams a lot of Quake. I think he's primarily known for it over, I think he's done a few other games too, but I think he primarily sticks to Quake. Draku's level is the best of this pack. Maybe I should start... How long does it take? Because I only have like 10 minutes left. I may end up just ending here. Is there one here that's like short enough where I could beat in like 10 minutes? Probably more than an hour. Okay, yeah, I should definitely save that for another time. Since, like, I could do these out of order, a little out of order. Since, this actually keeps track of the levels you've beaten. You don't know anyone that might take, like, 10 minutes? High places... Chad Quad. Not really? Alright. I might just end it here then. I don't want to take a risk that there's like an extra long level that I... end... or that I have to end like midway through. I think it'd be good to like start fresh with a new one. So yeah, I'm enjoying the fuck out of these. There hasn't been a single level so far that I didn't like. I'd say that's mostly true for the last one as well. The meme level kind of got old, and then I ended up doing that on normal on the first one. With the like 50 million dogs that you have to fight. I think it's, well, I think it's like 666 enemies total. With like over 600 dogs in that one area. That was really the only one that kind of got tiring, but you could do it on normal and it's fine, so without having to compromise the rest of the pack. It was a neat idea, though. But yeah, I think we're going to start fresh on Wednesday. Hey, obviously this one's shaping up to be even better than the first one was. Hey, and that's gonna be it for Brutalist Jam 2 for tonight. And that is also it for the stream. So yeah, thank you all for coming. If you're new here on Twitch, everything you need to know is in my About section. On YouTube, everything, like my links are on my channel page. You already have an idea of what I typically do here. I might get back into do mods again at some point. I'll just have to look for some stuff to do. Quake, after Brutalist Jam 3, I wouldn't mind doing some more stuff like that in the future. If I can find more Half-Life and Half-Life 2 stuff to stream, I'll certainly do that as well. Next thing after Brutalist Jam 3, obviously, is going to be Resident Evil Requiem, and then after that's probably going to be Captain Wayne, which is an indie boomer shooter. I'm a fan of horror games and Resident Evil, so, there's no way that I'm not streaming that. So if you're not a fan, you can come back for Captain Wayne. Yeah, that's the background visuals are from the free game on Steam, actually, called The New Flesh. It'd be really I always thought it would be really cool to have like this as like a background dream scene. So eventually I finally stopped being lazy and got that was is getting distracting. But yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyway, yeah, next stream will be on Wednesday. Hopefully I can get started around 6 p.m. I got started a little later than I wanted to, but I still wanted to stream, so. And I wanted to get started on the Brutalist Jam, because, we only have 10 days left until, Resident Evil Requiem releases, and I can't even stream that until the 27th anyway, so. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, and I will hopefully see you all on Wednesday for more of the Brutalist Jam.